Han and I are mutuals. I did not agree with her initial take. I made my own videos on my take, but the fallout of the last couple days and catching up on it, you got to scroll from yesterday. TikTok had me, I didn't even know this was going on. I don't know what the fuck my For You page was doing. It's showing me shit from 2 months ago. The visceral reaction to Han, though, is much bigger than Han herself. And this is like not trying to be shady to Han, but you know, like how when like our parents, how you can't say anything bad about Barack Obama, right? Follow me, just walk with me for a second. I've been seeing everyone's videos. Everyone's really on edge. Everyone's upset. What's going on is very much past Han, low-key past Beyonce, more so what Beyonce represents to a lot of Black people. Now you have to walk through history with me to really follow what I'm getting at. Beyonce's career run has been very, very historic. Like, from start to finish. If you know your Beyonce history, it's iconic. And the whole time, very, very African American. Even through mainstream success, Beyonce has maintained very Southern roots, very African American roots. Even with the Creole, Miss Tina is, yeah, but I'm Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are very much, yeah, but we're Black. They called her name ghetto back in the day. Y'all not even, the children don't even know how hard Beyonce and them for real are. That's why we be joking like B is a hood rat. That's why she be knowing all that shit. That's why Solange was posted up with JT. That's why they be in the mix. They Darion and Didi's girl. Like, you just got to know the history. And for me, I always cite Beyonce was always like a big star, right? But she transformed into like superstardom, into like mainstream, into like white women fuck with Beyonce after Single Ladies. If you were there when Beyonce dropped Single Ladies, then you know, I'm single. They were on Good Morning America. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, white women like Beyonce too, you know? Now what? Sasha Fierce was like, when in middle school, that was 08, 09, somewhere in there. And she was like mainstreaming success. I can't remember what interview it was, but there was like, I just remember and my mom, we were watching on the big TV in my living room. They were like, my mom was like, oh, Beyonce Black, and she knows she Black, because they were saying Beyonce's not even Black. Like, she's Beyonce. Very much Michael Jackson's not Black. Michael Jackson's Beyonce. And that was kind of the attitude for many years with Beyonce, until we started getting on social media and they were shooting Black men down in the streets. Formation was a turning point. Formation was the point where Beyonce decided and very intentionally clearly said, at the end of the day, I'm a Black woman. I will lay all this shit down. You can actually argue the fact that she have never won Album of the Year. A lot of that, you can trace it back to the moment when she said, we are Black, I am Black, that is what it is, and fuck all this shit. I'm gonna put on for mine. I was in college when Formation dropped, when Lemonade was going on, when all that, when he fucked me good, I take his ass to Red Lobster. At a historically Black college, we sat in my media class and analyzed what Beyonce did in that moment. Like, literally at a college level, we were like, whoa. This arguably the biggest star in the world right now literally just bossed up and said, fuck the police. Y'all shooting Black people in the street and we not fucking with it. That was huge. At the Super Bowl, the cops didn't, when she did that shit, the police didn't even want to come and protect her. Like, you got to look at the history of what Beyonce represents. And from the point of Formation, she has quite literally dedicated her shit to analyzing different parts of the Black diaspora. Bitch, I will never forgive y'all. The gift is, this bitch dropped a whole Afrobeats album and it don't get no goddamn respect. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach. Renaissance, an ode to Black, queer, gay, trans people. Like, look at her pre-formation, post-formation. And with Cowboy Carter, we're on the same track. Black country. We're bringing this shit back home. Now, I'm not saying you cannot critique Beyonce. I don't think anyone's above critique. But when you look at the sum of the 30 years this bitch has been in the scene, look at her impact. Look at what she's done and dedicated to herself too. This is very much giving why you can't sit up around your mama and talk bad about Barack Obama and sit there and tell your mama to her face Barack Obama a war villain. You know, try telling your grandmother who got Obama's pictures with your family pictures. I know my people do, still do. Sitting there with my baby picture. There goes Sasha Malia right next to me at my auntie house. That's a real story. I can't tell that lady Barack Obama a war criminal. Are you crazy? It's not about him. It's about what he represents. He ascended to the highest office in America at a point where people didn't even think that was possible. Our parents literally talk about how they never thought they would see a black president. That was jokes. That was a game. I think trying to analyze why everyone's going so fucking hard on Han. It's like, ugh. I hate because I've been, again, at the receiving end. Sometimes we just avatars, you know, we just the creators. It's bigger. It'd be bigger than us. It really do. It'd be bigger than us. Beyonce and what she represents for a lot of black people, her peers, younger black people in general, is much bigger. So trying to critique her is going to be hard. Especially, like I've said, when you don't have all the information, when you don't know how Houston is, how Texas is, how the flag and patriotism is wrapped up in the state and the state pride. You can't be a proud Texan without being a proud American. You get what I'm saying? Because Texas is America. And that's just how the culture out here is. I knew this before I lived in Houston. I've talked about this. Black American pride is not the same as straight laced American pride, because American pride is never going to be associated with black Americans for real. It just isn't. And being in Texas and being around the black cowboys, y'all know I ride horses now, going to the trail rides, going to the rodeos, that's you not even picking up what Beyonce's on, because you not in Houston and you not getting the culture that like this is. This is supposed to be a display of ode to where she's from and the roots that she has. So, you know, I know everybody got their own opinion. I don't seek to disrespect nobody in my critiques. And that's my only critique of this whole conversation. I think you can get your shit off. I think you can definitely point things out, because things do matter. You know what I'm saying? The nuance matters. You know, there are several nuanced points on both sides that I think are valid to point out. I just don't think no one got to get disrespectful. And you know what? TikTok, I've gotten really good at reading people without getting disrespectful, so I do know it's possible, because y'all be coming at my neck, and I don't be on here calling nobody no type of bitches and hoes and duh, like I could be. Because I be going to y'all profiles where y'all get disrespectful, girl. I could really pop my shit on some of y'all. I ain't gonna lie.